Welcome to the Seleucid campaign for DeI Et Impera 1.2. In the last part, the armies pushed against Egypt. We captured Alexandria and then pushed down to Memphis. And down in the south here, these armies, or one of these armies, is going to push against Diopolus to complete the capture of Egypt. But the next question is whether to continue pushing west. Just to show you on the map here, my inclination is to push out this far to get a frontier with Egypt. I don't want to go any further west than that, simply because if we go further west than that, we'll be moving along a coastline here with lots of little ports, and given the Egyptians have most likely got navies out here somewhere, that's going to make it quite difficult to defend that area. And on that theme, guys, what I want to do is get this navy into the action. So we're going to get this navy down this way. I can't see any Egyptian navies in this area. But at the same time, what I want to do is start a new navy up here. And what we got here, politicians, local nobility, Macedonian nobility, local nobility, great. Who's short of? I need the royal filii, really. Well, the Macedonians are okay, they've got 3 generals. And so have you, you've got 3 generals. What I really need is a general there. Do it. I mean, I've got my faction heir. Don't have much at all at the moment, so I could use my faction heir. What the heck are you? Antrathorius. Maybe we'll raise a navy here. The faction heir. What you like? A higher intellectual trait here. Okay, just gonna route you. Get you into port. So you're going to need a supply ship. Just going to, and what we're going to need is to build this navy up. Now the main reason I'm building the navy up is because we're going to need at least 2 navies to support our operations in this area, especially once we get to here to cross into Italia. Right, what can we put in here? Chance of discovering growth. Well, that. I suppose we could put that in. Don't want support melee units there. Cunning, morale, elephants unit, mercenaries. Well, spear armed units, melee. Shots. I actually like give him a bit of extra cunning. And that might help that area. This fleet. Who are you? How big's the garrison here? 18. Wow, we got. Well, I might as well do this while we're looking at it. What do these give anyway? 200 from agriculture, 4 food, 4 grain, and 9 food. That could go up, and that would give us Red Edicts game halving supplies. I think for the moment we'll just drop that in there. Or actually I could put some more food in here. I mean, the supply is low here, so I mean I could use this army to push against these, or I could use this army with the elephants. I think we're just going to use this now. I mean, who is this guy? Looks like they're both from the same family. You're a 2-star. You're 4-star. I think you really need the development, don't you? Okay. You need the development. You're okay. You're a bigger general. Wow, they got a couple of cav. Native townsfolk. They got quite a lot of archers. I think we're just going to fight this just for the fun of it, guys. I mean, enemy sallies out onto the battlefield, yes. I just want to get a feel for the new battle AI and the way it attacks. And the only way you can do that is by getting out there and, well, fighting, I suppose is the correct way of saying it. Now, the thing we are going to need to be careful about is going to be, wow, look at that very short front line. Yeah, the cavalry is going to be a little bit of a challenge. I think, as we don't know which way their cavs going to operate, I think we're going to change tactics a little bit, in the sense that we're going to give the cavalry an option to go both sides. Guys in as close as possible. Should be able to give them in like that. Right, we've got that. These troops here. I think I need, in case the opposition gets behind, I feel now that I'm a bit more inclined to have some units ready to deal with any cavalry that breaks behind us. I think it's getting used to these short fronts is going to be quite interesting. Actually, I think what we have some silver shields on that side as well, and on that side I think we'll go slinger, archer. My inclination is still to have these guys actually. I think we'll have slingers on the front, archers on the flank, and push you guys, Paraetonium out a little bit behind them, put you guys on skirmish mode, and we can't see them. It is fun. Here they are. They're coming at us soon. Right, there's their Greek cavalry. And some more Greek cavalry coming in on that side. Right, they're pushing on us hard, so I don't know why I even bother putting. I think I'd rather use the missile troops and archers to we can drive those guys. Right, I think you guys can now.
Our general is under a...
You'll be okay. Not sure what you're going to be under attack from, but change.
One of our units has used all its ammunition. Cavalry! Missile infantry! Cavalry!
Right, the opposition is turning their flanks. break these guys this way.
Missiles ready and waiting. Loose. Ballista.
Right, you guys focus on those.
General, by your command.
General, you start to break out this way.
Slingers. Yes, Commander. Rail
That's quite interesting, actually.
Missile infantry at your command. Melee infantry.
Okay, let's push this way.
Rail peltasts. Slingers. Understood.
Start to push these guys forward.
Shield swordsman.
Right, their cab is gone. We've now got the cab superiority.
Loose. Ready. Heavy cavalry. Ready and willing. Yes, Commander.
What I'm going to do is start to bring you guys forward. I want you guys with close support on this side.
As you command. Commander. And the double. Silver
These guys forward. Silver shields.
General.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Yours to command. Thorax pikeman. Ready for
Pikemen push through.
Thorax pikeman. General. Emergent speed.
General, break to the center.
Commander. Ready to ride. Advance. Ready. Orders understood. Orders. Rail orders.
Well, Paltas
Turning in our favor.
is always in our favor.
Citizen cavalry. Commanders. Engage.
We're in amongst their assault troops.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
You guys just keep pushing forward.
Engage the cavalry. Citizen cavalry. Pack advance. By your command.
You guys
One
keep
of our units has used all its
advancing
ammunition.
forward.
Yes, Commander.
You guys push into that way. Anyone taking substantial casualties? Nope.
Melee cavalry ready. Swift riders at your command.
General. Wow, you guys push on these.
Commander, at your service. Commander, orders understood.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Yep. And well, your hoplites grinding on these guys.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Right, all Paltas break. Wait, what the heck are you doing? Mixed up in that. Where's my faction leader? Where are you? Hey, what are you doing out there?
Cavalry. Quickly now. Ready and waiting. Quick march. Break the lines.
In they come.
Silver shield swordsman. Silver shield swordsman. Yours to command.
Right, the pikemen push forward. End battle. Yeah, I think the formation attacks are going to take a little getting used to. Simply because they don't seem to have the impact like they used to have before. that should give us this Diapolis. Of course, we're just going to occupy, and we've got some military traditions. And well, actually, I'm very tempted. Oh, this iron. Okay, I think we're going to take that down. Go for the benefit of the iron. We've got plenty of food. Right, agents, I want you. Job is to come out this way. Who do we have to the south? We've got Ptolemy and Theron. I don't really want to come down here, so can we?
Be welcome.
Trade agreement.
If you come in
Okay,
peace.
yep, we're.
Be fearful if you come with false words, dripping with honeyed lies. I am genuinely startled. I did not think your people could count up to such big numbers.
I've got to
My
trade.
lord will not rest easy, but I will accept.
They're a satrapy
Perhaps
of
there will be
Kush.
some profit.
That'd be okay. Because I want to make friends with these guys. Now we've got an Egyptian navy down here, which is a little bit of a cause for concern. And we've got another navy over there. We've got a full stack navy here. And we've got an army of 12. With an army of, that's an army of 24 plus 2. I think what we will do, if we've got any cheap units here, was throwaway units. Melee attack. Levies. I think we'll just drop in a couple of levy hoplites in there. I mean, their main job is just going to be to keep these stupid navies away. Now, if we're going to invade this way, part of the fun is come out, stand there for the moment. Now, one of the problems is there's going to be another settlement here of Kyrene. How many provinces? This 4. Kyrene, Aquila, and Ammonium. Now, if I come along the coast, you can almost guarantee the Egyptians will come at us with a navy. So, I think my instinct is use this army. I mean, it's in reasonable condition. How big's the garrison here? 19. Type of garrison is it? 6 native militia, 2. So it's very similar to what I've just thought.
We hunger for battle.
I think this guy should be able to do the job. 19, although he is damaged. I think maybe if he just waits another turn, and then he can come in and take that. And the idea is if I take this area, this will open up this whole area here, and I'll be able to see if anything's going on. And then we can, then once this navy's here, this army can then push along the coast there. And if we can keep the peace here, this army can move north in support while this army protects this port and deals with any rebellion. That's the theory anyway. Loads of cash. My other instinct also is to think maybe it's time to start building an army up here. Simply because, well, I want some. Well, we're going to need to start thinking about building an anti-Roman army. To build an anti-Roman army, we're going to need a lot of troops with an armoured piercing capability to push in through here. But maybe I'm jumping the gun there, so let's just see what we got here. Quartermasters. Child, troubled policy, household expands. Getting lots of these. Campaign movement range. What are you getting here? Campaign move. Scrapper, high casualties. Well, captured, newly captured, but yep, province under control. I mean, ideally, I would like, actually, what is, how far up is Egypt on my ranking? Pretty good. You're the second highest income, and I've only just taken it over. I think we can push that a little bit higher. 35% marine. Wow. Oh, Palmyra's just been raided, so we don't got loss of income there. Okay, what have we got here? I don't really want to push the food too far. Piles are there. I mean, I'm starting to get into that interesting situation where we got more money and we know what to spend it on. If I take that up, that's going to consume an extra 2 food, an extra 4 public order. I actually like that. So that's going to give me faction-wide benefits. I mean, Egypt's the only one that's got problems. Got Arabia Felix down here that's got a food shortage, and I mean, I could push that up for a bit of extra food. Yep, I think we'll do that. And I think I'm just going to hang on to the rest of the money. I think I'm in this situation now where I think having the a little bit of a cash reserve is going to make a difference. I mean, how am I doing tax-wise? Well, we're normal level tax, so we can increase that if necessary. I mean, probably most of my income, yeah, 19,000 is coming from trade. And let's have a quick look at the victory conditions. Yes, we've now got Egypt. So our 2 main targets now are up here. What I really need to do is finish Egypt off, push them out to here. We've got 4 more settlements to take it here. And then we can make peace with Egypt and just keep them at bay. Magicians. It's only 1 campaign movement range, and take that just to keep them strong. Just gonna go for an end turn. Right, got increase in rank, mandatory unrest. Mission failed, art of war. Well, okay, construction report. Yeah, we're gonna have to have a look at Palmyra. I think the problem we've got here with Palmyra is the fact that, well, that's just mandatory unrest. That's not going to be a problem. Okay, so we've got 27,000 to spend. Now the question is, who are you? Knees. Are you? You're part of the Macedonian nobility. I don't think you've got any problems. These are the problem guys. I mean,
Ready for battle. We hunger for battle.
you're the guy that I'm developing, aren't you? Right, so I'm just checking this, guys. Yep, you're the one that needs to get into the battles.
Your orders. Docking.
Guys, just get into here. And I think
Ready for orders.
you can start to march north. You're my siege army.
Faster. Curse you all. Ready
You
for
can
orders.
just stand there.
On the move.
Your job's to defend this port against these Yozos. I'm not going to fight their navies at the moment. I'm just going to be quite happy to let their navies suffer. And push this way. Guys, not. I think you could probably benefit from a little bit more replenishment. And how big is the garrison here? 20.
At your command, besieging settlement. We take this settlement.
Right, this time we've got a navy. They got 4 cav. They got very little in the way of missile troops. And I can imagine what the auto resolves. Yeah, forget it. We're gonna fight this again, guys. The Battle of Paraetonium, whatever that is. I've never pronounced a lot of these Greek names. And this time, when I fight, I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for the navy. And it's going to. I mean, probably just push straight in here and through this side here. This is the most open area, and I think the perspective of this battle, the more open the area the better. Oops. And I think if we put these guys here, we'll just keep the stars. Right, you'll probably have the best kill range into here. I think probably to deal with the Romans, I'm going to have to increase the size of my cavalry, I think, to have some bit more cav. Maybe go up to maybe some extra cav to work with the general, like some shock cav. Anyway, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. Now these guys, I think we'll just have these over here. So I think your job will be, there's a good chance their navy will come in that side. Still feel these hoplites need to defend flanks of my pike units. I think that very much has to be formation, especially with these very tight short lines. And I think phalanx unit, you can support these guys, and that leaves me with
Silver Shield Swordsman.
think
Melee troops awaiting orders.
have a couple of you guys over here, and with just your view on that side.
General.
They come through here. I can detach one of these to push that way. There's their navy. Right, we're getting the view now. I think guys can start to move that way.
And all will be well. Pikes ready.
I think what we'll do is just move these guys forward a smidge. Right, then navy's coming round as expected.
Orders, my lord. Melee infantry.
I think I'd like you guys to hit into the centre of there. Just bring these pikemen forward, and I want you hoplites can team up with these guys. General, you stay behind the troops. Here, Greek spearmen.
Understood.
Guys, just keep moving forward.
Silver shield, pikemen. Hoplites! At the double. Yes.
Tarentines push round that side.
Ready. Understood. Missiles awaiting target. Heavy archers! Pike infantry ready.
But you guys just keep moving forward.
Orders? At speed! Pikemen ready for orders. Advance at speed! Persian hoplites!
Persian hoplites.
Arthas! What are your orders? Fill the skies! Hoplites ready!
Okay, let's just
Pikes ready!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
redraw that line there.
Commander! Understood!
Ha! They're going round the tree.
Quick march! Pike infantry at your command!
Let's just redraw you.
At speed!
Hey,
Are you waiting? Pikemen ready for orders.
oh, that was an awesome shot straight into them. Okay,
Hoplites ready! Ready! Yours to command. Persian hoplites!
bring these guys up.
Slingers!
Cav in that side.
Thorax pikemen! Pikes
Hey,
ready! By your command. Now! Heavy archers! Missile infantry ready!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
okay, push this way. General, break to deal with these archers.
Orders, my lord! Royal Peltas! Ready and waiting! At the end!
Right.
Pikemen!
Pikemen, you're holding.
Hoplites! Double time!
Oh, nope, they've got troops coming in that way.
Silver shield, pikemen! Hoplites ready! At speed! Shield bearers! We await your orders!
Guys, come round that way.
General! Orders of advance! Orders! Yours to command! Silver shield swordsman! Royal peltasts! The gamer cavalry!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Silver shield pikemen!
Our general is under attack.
Right, time to start turning the flank.
Commander! Orders understood! By your commander! What are your
Tarentines, want you to get behind.
Hoplites!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Nearly got flanked by these guys.
General! Engage! Ready and waiting! On me! Heavy archers!
Heavy archers up in support. Tarentines round the back.
Hoplites! Quick march! Ready and waiting! Under commander!
We've got the flank.
At your command! Tarentine cavalry! Prepare to engage! We await your command! Team! Fire! Orders understood!
General, back this way.
At the end! Your orders! Shield bearers! Royal peltasts! Tarentine cavalry!
Right, heavy archers
One of our
over
units
here.
has used all its ammunition.
At the ready and waiting! Orders! And forward! Ready for orders! Tarentine cavalry!
Tarentines break that way.
Bearers!
Shield bearers.
Royal peltasts! At speed!
One of our units has has used all its ammunition.
Right, these guys are pinning them very successfully.
Enemy troops awaiting orders.
These guys are stood around like dumb clucks.
Missile cavalry ready. Ready.
Right, General, where are you?
Gamer cavalry.
Can you slip through that flank there?
Paraetonium cavalry. Advance.
Get a bit of a charge in here, should break these guys. Right, these guys have gone.
Yours to command. Right.
These guys are breaking. You guys are killing more of my own troops than get away.
The battle is turning in our favor.
I just love this. Sometimes it says the battle is turning in your favor. Well, it was always in our favor because these are low quality troops. Right, these guys have gone. You've got an opportunity to kill someone, you get in there, do that. How's my general up here? You might as well get in on the action. Right, these guys are still. Right. Pikemen, push on them now. End battle. We lost 159, 53. The friendly fire, that is way too high. Probably due to artillery, to be honest. That's probably what beat these guys up, because the artillery was firing very close to my front line. And down they go.
At your command.
And that is our first settlement, and the advantage now is that takes us a lot closer to, and what I want to do now is find out what's right. Our first army, that's going to make attacking Kyrene a little bit of a challenge. I think what we will probably do is sweep through here, take these minor settlements if they're undefended, and then we can then sweep back up for there. Egypt obviously has an obsession with things, so we can get recruitment wise here. Sort of like the scythe chariots, but I'm not a melee attack. Health 200. Got some heavy elephants here. Wow, Hellenic cataphracts. Oh, they could be some fun. Not sure why we're able to recruit these when we don't have any. I think it's probably to do with having this hoplite barracks here. I don't think this is hoplite barracks, but I think the Egyptians have a wider recruitment range, don't they? So we could be cheeky and just leave this barracks here and take advantage of the Egyptian recruitment capability. Actually, I think I might just do that for the moment, just leave that there, and when this army, I mean it could be interesting. We got loads of cash. We got Greek archers, Greek slingers, got artillery we don't need. There are spears. There are swordsmen, silver shield swordsmen. I mean, I've I just feel this army is a little bit too hoplite heavy now. But at the same time, I'm very reluctant to. Could. And how many armies have I got? Hellenic armies. 11 out of 14. Right, if I raise an army here. 18,000, 18,000. Local nobility, Macedonian nobility, local nobility. I could. I mean. And we've got a spare guy here. Who's short on the family side? Got local nobility. You've got 3 generals, you've got 3 generals, you've only got 1. I feel, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise an army here with this guy. And we're just going to...
At your command.
What I want is that we're going to pull off a couple of these hoplites. Like that.
Commander.
What does this let you be recruit here? Not exactly what I'm looking for, am I? Okay, we can grab one of those. And you've got 35, you've got but you're shorter range. Certainly don't want any of those. I mean, this is a siege army. Silver, I don't want pikemen. I certainly don't want any more pikes. I think I'm inclined to grab a couple of these. This would give me a bit more of a stronger offensive front line. And Libyan Javelin. I think if we have 2 slingers, 2 archers, no, you're no good. Okay. Can we hire any mercs? Oh, we've got merc elephants. Mercenary pikemen, mercenary hoplites, yeah. And what we got here? African mercenary spearmen. I think we'll just leave a slot here for this guy to recruit a missile troop back. This army, you'll probably be the core of maybe an army that will act as a defensive force down here. Seeing you're a member of the royal family. I mean, bronze shield pikes. Nope, you can't recruit, so got a little bit more cash to spend. Still inclined to let this grow. Right, who's my worst provinces? Libya. Well, you've just been captured. Asia here. I mean, public order here. The public order is astronomical anyway. Wealth for more commerce, local province. I mean, that would give me an extra 2 food. And that will push the garrison up a little bit. So maybe we'll just put that there. Just in case anyone decides to give us a bit of jip. Got here. Public order and squalor here is good. It's going to give me another 350. And yep, I think we'll take that up. 10,000. And okay, guys, I'm just going to go one more turn, and then that will be it for this part. So I'm just going to go for an end turn. Unassign skills for somebody. One here. Some of these guys have got to die sooner or later. Yep, you certainly want that. Campaign movement range. Unlocks commit arson. 1230 with Paraetonium. Raiding. Well, we're not going to be raiding very much here. Nothing new. Chance of performing naval actions. I mean, we've got new ones now. +1 experience gained by the general of the parent army per turn, authority based. Wow, this guy is so over the top anyway, Astrocles. Well, I think we'll give him that anyway. Just going to go for an intern. Oh, and we have a noble death. I don't think it's the faction leader. Anyway, I'm just going to skip this, guys, because we're a bit tight for time. And who has died? I hate it when it does this. Got here. Just building constructions. Heralds of Glaucus. 16,000, wow. I think we'll go with the Macedonian nobility. Plague, first men. Who's got plague? Oh, that's not in our territory. Wow, that wasn't a bad guess, was it? Cordillion of the Macedonian nobility. And, oh, because we've got the armoured siege, we can upgrade our navies. Right, let's just see what damage this has done to the Macedonian family. A 41. So, was it the actual, your expansionist? +5 loyalty for 2 turns for each enemy settlement captured, up to +10. Oh, that could be good, because we'll be fighting an aggressive war. You like Romans, so that could be interesting when we go to war with Rome. These guys still don't really like us. You're a bigot. That's going to give me a bit of a problem. You're well developed. Now, what's happened is the Egyptians have come out against us. I'm a bit inclined. Can't really see. What type of army have they got here?
As you command. Can I be of more assistance?
Got lots of palsats and lots of missile troops. I think we can take them, guys, but I would like to fight this in the field, because same arguments I've said all the way along. If we don't get in and actually fight these battles, how are you going to learn the new battle AI, or battle tactics is probably the correct term. And you can't get any closer. Okay, so you're going to have to squeeze out like that. Just move these troops into position, and then can't move it. Must be, that's winter. I don't know how you can have reduced movement range in a country when there's winter. And I'm getting a bit worried about up here with the Romans, and part of me still thinks that I should be thinking about building up a new army up here, or starting to move, say, this army north, because I don't. What grades have you got then? Oh, maybe I haven't upgraded you. Let's say my instinct is to start moving this army up, and then start to reshape it. I'm ready to fight the Romans, because this is a little bit unbalanced, because we've got this is a rubbish army, isn't it? It's got, I don't know, it's got 4 sets of slingers. Definitely going to need some better cav in here. Although, let's see, what can you recruit here? I mean, what I would really like is some axemen, some troops with an armored piercing capability. And I mean, these guys are probably going to need to go. We'll probably certainly need to replace some of these with a Syrian. Maybe we'll just leave this army down here as a defensive army and start a completely new army. So this army's, I don't know, just yucky is the, or you could call it the technical term. Egyptian Navy's wandered back up here. I think we'll do the tech. We've just done, I think it was armoured siege units, isn't it? So we've got the ability to build a master armourer now. And we got this here. My income is dropping a little bit. So my instinct is to get back to do some of this civilian tech. What commerce all regions, tariff, the economic archive. This would open up this. Wealth from agriculture. I actually like that actually, so we're going to pop that. And of course we've got this navy needs to be built up here, so
We need good, strong men.
just going to keep building this navy up. Add a little bit more panache, and I think this is where I'm going to leave it, guys. In the start of the next part, we will come in and fight these troops. I'll probably bring this army up as a secondary army. I mean, I want to engage these guys in battle, so what we'll probably do is bring this army up and then come in and do it. Now I don't want to do it just in case I'm mess up the save game, and then we'll push on here, and off camera I will think about how we're going to attack the Romans, because that does need to become very much a focus as I go through. Just have a quick check here, and love to. I mean, we can make quite a lot of cash. Here, got Master Armourer. Wow, this Master Armourer, that actually gives me +5 Empire maintenance. I mean, I like this actually. Ironworks. So I think we'll go that way, and we'll get that in to get some food going. And I think I've just blown all my cash anyway. Wow, 21,000 for that armor master. Another 4%. Is that going to be worth it? I'm going to think about that, guys, as well, because that's going to be a lot of money. I mean, I could bump up the end turn like this. I mean, that would give me 28,000. Anyway, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. In the next part, we will continue our push east. I definitely want to take these 3 regions here, and then that's where our western frontier will be. Then we'll fortify this area up. Then we'll probably need to move the armies back up here, ready to a push through here on our way to Rome. All I can say, guys, is whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.